Good afternoon. This is my first YouTube live, actually. So, good afternoon. I'm usually on TikTok lives. Let's get some music going. Sometimes I like funk jazz. I like this song. So we're gonna wait for some people to join, and then I'll start talking about some healthy ways on how you guys can eat healthier. Some easy ways on how you guys can get healthier. Everyone's always asking me how it is that I stay in shape, how it is that I deal with stress management, weight management, glow up management. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna wait for some people to get in, and then I'm gonna talk about 10 things that I like to do. So the 10 eclectic steps to always getting back to feeling your absolute best. I've tried this over and over again, tried and true by myself. It is the one thing that is a couple of steps that always get me back to feeling better than ever, 100%, and back on track. So good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. Good afternoon. So we're just gonna wait for more people to join. We're gonna be talking about some easy ways on how we can all just feel a little better, stay a little better, and do a little better. Simple ways. Good afternoon. And I'll be here for 30 minutes with you guys. I'm usually on TikTok. Make sure you follow me if you do have TikTok. I'm there as well, eclecticYESS. I hope everybody's having a lovely Tuesday. Thank you, Cat's Eyes Stand 6. You are so beautiful. Good afternoon, wherever you guys are joining from. I'm currently in New York, so it is 1:40 over here. I just got these glasses for the blue light because I spend all day in blue light and don't protect my eyes, so I just got these. And they've actually been pretty helpful. Good afternoon. All right, so maybe let's get started. I'm gonna give it just like one more minute. And then we'll talk about some eclectic ways on how we can all feel better, do better, and be better, right? So I always like to remind myself that feeling good and being well is not about looking good, right? So yes, you can look good and feel good, but I rather focus on feeling good. And then if I look good, that's just always a plus. But let's focus on always maximizing how we are feeling over how we are looking, right? And number one, as if you guys follow my channel, have seen for us is nutrition. The food that we put into our bodies is essential. There is no way around it. You don't, that doesn't mean that you have to go completely eat organic. That's not what that means. But you do have to be considerate of what you are eating and what you're putting into your body on a daily basis. It it's just it just is what it is. It's 2026. You can go to the supermarket and you can make some better choices. And that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to make better choices, smarter choices, doable choices. Therefore, you can maintain those choices and you can maintain feeling good, feeling better for a longer period of time, for a sustained period of time. What happens is that we get on this roller coaster, right, of feeling amazing. We do everything. We do the smoothies, we do the juices, we buy the exercise plan, we buy that exercise machine, we buy everything organic. And then all of a sudden, that high moment, you come off from that high moment, the endorphins are down, and now 3 days later, you don't feel like using that machine that you just got in. You don't feel like making a smoothie. You don't feel like doing your juices. You don't feel like cooking yourself a healthy meal, right? So how do you maintain that healthy momentum? How do you maintain that healthy streak, that good going streak, that, oh my God, I'm feeling like that it girl? How do you maintain that, right? I, over time, have come up with a couple of ways on how I have been able to maintain it when I lose it, or how I've been able to get back on track when I lose it, and how I'm able to stay on track. Recently, a lot of changes have been happening in my life, and I have not let life affect my personal state, if that makes any sense. I'll go deeper into that later on, but let's dive into these aspects, right? So let's go over here. All right. Okay, well, some of you are not gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. A lot of you are walking around as if the world owes you something. Everyone's walking around with this energy and this entitlement, as if the world owes you something. What does the world owe you? What does the world owe me, right? The world is 4.2 billion years old. What does the world owe you? Why are you walking around with such heavy energy? What are you angry about? What's upsetting you? What's frustrating you? What's holding you back from getting to your point B? Is it money? Is it your partner? Is it your body? Is it the way that you look? Is it the way that you feel? Is it external or is it internal? Pay attention to what's causing you stress, because what is causing you stress and what is keeping you stressed needs to be resolved. You don't need to walk around angry. It doesn't matter if you have the biggest issues in the world. Everybody has problems. We all have problems. The world doesn't owe you anything. The world doesn't owe me anything. Oh, thank you. Pretty glasses and fingers. Thank you, Eric Markinson. So I'm going to say my number one rule. I have a degree in psychology. My number one rule, and I stress this so much, is reduce your stress. And you will see how different your life is going to look. Reduce your stress. What's causing you stress? So let's start there. What's causing you stress? Name your stressors, right? Reduce your stress. Stress is going to make you sick. Stress makes me sick. Hi, thank you. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Stress is going to make you sick. Stress makes me sick. I kept noticing every single year, clockwork, inflammation in my body, weight gain, changes in my skin, changes in my behavior, changes in my mood, changes in hair loss, my knees. Oh, thank you, Eric Markinson or Marcuson. Stress is gonna make you sick. That's it. So either you do something about it or it will do something to you. You can read all the studies about all the disorders, all the diseases, everything. The studies are going to talk about stress. Heart studies, psych studies, brain studies, body studies, organ studies, stress. So reduce and manage your stress. That's going to be a priority. We're going to make that a priority, right? Reduce and manage stress. So sometimes we think that by reducing stress, like we have to do more to reduce our stress. So we get really busy. We go to a yoga class. We do this, we do that. Sometimes the best thing to do to reduce stress isn't to do more. It's actually to do less. Less rushing, less overthinking, less saying yes when your body is literally screaming no. That's a big one for me because my name is literally Jessica. My name is literally yes. So there are many times, the glare is giving me a little bit of a headache. There are many times where I just find myself saying yes in situations where I should be saying, you know what, let me get back to you. Let me think about that. And then, you know, now you're signed up for a whole bunch of things that you didn't even want to be committed to. Saying no is fine. You know, like say no a little bit more. Learn to say no when your body is saying no. Right? That sounds so simple, but it's actually so much harder to do than we think. So that would be number one. If I could divide this up into days that we talk about themes that are really important, like things that you could do, eclectic ways to get back to feeling your absolute self again, I would definitely start with number one. Number one requires all of your attention. Reduce your stress. Your hand assists me with relieving my stress. I'm glad. Maybe I should use my hands a little bit more often. I actually really do talk a lot with my hands. Please talk about your nails and care routine. My nail care routine. Oh, I actually have to go get a little manicure later on today, but I don't do any gel. I just do regular, plain, old school manicures with regular nail polish, OPI or SE if it's available. This is actually a Sugar Daddy nail color right now. But I'm usually always in clear. I cook. I do a lot of cooking. I don't like to have long nails or food under my nails. I find it kind of disturbing. So stress. Why are you saying yes when your body is saying no? I know, because we're yes girls. I get it. I get it. I get it. I say the same thing. I'm like, oh my God, because I don't, FOMO. I say no. Reduce your stress. Toxic partner, get rid of them. Reduce them. Reduce your stress. Toxic relationship, get out of it. Thank you. I am 50 years old and you seem very wise and youthful. Thank you. I am 34. I get told that I look a little younger. I think the other day somebody said I look 22 and I said that's a little much. I don't think I look 22. But I'll take it. Why not? Thank you. I reduce my stress. Reduce your stress so you can look younger. What's stressing you out right now? Get rid of it. Comment your stressor so we can get rid of it together. Is it your bills? Manifest some money right now. May all these bills get paid. May all this debt go away. What's stressing you out? Reduce the stress. Name the stress. Reduce the stress. Okay? It's usually like a partner, like a boyfriend, like a toxic relationship, a girlfriend. Get rid of them. Your job, you hate your coworkers, find better ones. At a different place. My fingers, I have never heard that actually about my fingers. Thank you. Now I'm like a little conscious about them. I don't even have any jewelry on me. I usually have some rings on. I'm looking at them right now. I should probably put them on, but I'm doing a no jewelry thing right now. I'm reducing stress. Jewelry carries energy. Metals carry energy. So do rocks. Everything has energy. Reduce your stress. Change your energy. Right? Say less. Say yes a little less. I said to somebody the other day, when was the last time you felt at peace? When was the last time you felt regulated? And that person could not tell me when that was. And that is highly alarming. Because you should be able to be calm throughout the day at some point in the day. And to not be able to be calm, I mean, that is just alarming, and that screams, let's regulate your nervous system. And how do you regulate your nervous system? This is my favorite. Okay, so now we go from stress relieving to my favorite of all, number 2. Perfect. Number 2, eat cleaner. We all have to start eating a little cleaner, you guys. How are you gonna feel good if you start your day with an iced coffee? Not a small, but a large. Then by 10, you're having crackers or a Belvita or Rice Krispie, whatever it is that's available at the office, with maybe a second cup of coffee just to keep you entertained with some emotional support drink there and on your desk. Then maybe you grab an apple because you remembered you needed something fresh. How are you supposed to feel good if you already started the day with sugar? A large amount of sugar. Your bodies are under stress, you know? Unfortunately, it is true. You are what you eat. Sorry. Not gonna tell you that's not true, because it is. There is no way around that one. There is no way around you not being what you eat. That doesn't mean you have to be completely clean, and that doesn't mean you have to be completely on the other end of the spectrum. But just be aware and know that what you eat directly affects how you behave, how you feel, how you do, and how you look. And you don't need to start eating clean later. You need to start eating clean now. You need to start eating cleaner today. Oh, you know what I hate? I don't like this at all. I dislike seeing very healthy and fit moms with their obese children. Because you care more about how you look than what your children are eating. That speaks volumes to me. And I understand a lot of our children have deficiencies and they have disorders. Trust, my son is on the spectrum. My son has ADHD. Prioritization on his diet, because it is so important that the kids on the spectrum and the kids with ADHD eat a healthy diet, low in carbs, low in sugars, because I've seen how affected and how it does impact their behavior. I live it every day, actually, which is why I'm so passionate about cleaner eating. I live it, I feel it, we do it, it's our life, you know? So you need to eat cleaner today. You can start somewhere. You don't have to transform your entire life overnight, right? But you do need to eat cleaner. And you can start by implementing some more juices and some more smoothies into your daily life. I think that is probably the easiest way to start getting healthier or start eating clean or learning to start eating clean. I would say implement some juice into your life, implement some smoothies into your daily routine, and play with different recipes, play with different fruits, play with different vegetables and combinations. There are just endless smoothie combinations out there. I share all of mine with you guys. You guys can definitely take some of my smoothie recipes. I share them here on YouTube. I share them all over TikTok. I share them on Instagram. I just posted one on TikTok actually earlier today. Make some smoothies, make some juices. Get into the habit of implementing healthier habits, because healthier habits will just follow and will continue to follow. How do you feel about me admiring you and your fingers? I love it. Thank you. It's been very flattering. It's been very evocative or provocative. Thank you for being my number one watcher, Eric. This is my first live on YouTube. I'm usually on live on TikTok, and I was like, wait, why don't I jump on YouTube for a little first time live? So I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I spoke about 2 of the 10 ways, 2 of the 10 eclectic ways that you can absolutely start feeling better in your own skin. And they're very simple, you guys. They're not that hard. These are doable things that you can do to feel your absolute best. We're going to reduce our stress. Number 1, reduce your stress. Later on, I will talk about more ways on how to reduce stress, but you can definitely find some ways on how I reduce stress on my TikTok. I share some things there as well. I share some psychology facts on my TikTok, as well as some food videos with a lot of psychology facts on them. I also share a lot of my son's diagnoses, and I will actually start sharing a little bit about that, a little bit more about that, because I don't think I talk about that enough. And that's really the driving force behind all of this, right? Food really does affect you, and food really does affect our behavior. And essentially, we are what we eat. And food can either make us ill or aid us. And we ultimately have the power of choosing what we want food to do for us. So we want food to aid us, not to make us ill. Therefore, eating better and eating cleaner is just a necessary step to take if you are trying to feel better and do better and just look better overall. I can't tell you how fuzzy my brain feels when I don't eat good. And I speak about this because I've had my own struggles with food, right? With binge eating, with eating disorders. Some places you can't even say that, like some moderators will take you down if you say some things like that. But I've had my own personal struggles with food, which is another reason why I'm so passionate about sharing the things that have helped me feel my absolute best, because I can tell you I have felt my absolute worst. And I have always wanted to get out of that, and I always do. And now what we need to do is maintain, right, and sustain that. But today we did 2. Very easy, very simple. Start there and the rest will come. And we'll talk about the other 8 on a different day. I am going to leave you guys. This has been my 30 minutes. Yay, 30 minutes with Yes. We will be back here again talking about the other 8. Let's get into number 3 and 4, or maybe sometime tomorrow at the same time. Number 3 and 4 are a little connected to 2 and 1, but we'll get into those a little later. As always, you guys can follow me on TikTok. That's my #1 posting channel. And then Instagram, I post everything and anything that I'm thinking of through my stories, which are actually kind of fun and quirky and all over the place. So make sure you stay tuned there. eclecticYESS on all platforms. I will see you guys again, and I will be posting my 10 eclectic ways on Substack at some point during this week. I will post it on a story, so you guys are aware of what's going on. And we'll leave it at that. This has been a very, very, very fun first live. I'm glad I jumped on here to do it on YouTube as opposed to TikTok. I'm gonna create all 3. I'm gonna link all 3 so we can do a cross live from Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. That would probably be more beneficial and more worth it, right? I'd probably do like a longer series, a longer session. So I will see you guys again. Again, my name is Jessica. You can call me Yes. You can follow me on all the platforms at eclecticYESS, and I will see you guys here another day. Remember to always be eclectic and be yourself, because why would you want to be somebody else? Bye, guys. Thank you, Eric.